feel like getting another dog means I'm saying I love this dog now and not them, even though I know that I can love them all.
Yeah.
It's just really, this one really stuck out to me because this is really what I feel a lot of most consistently, is that I'm betraying
Yeah.
or that I don't want to forget. And I'll never forget that feeling of losing my dog Cooper. The very next morning, it was this overwhelming grief that woke me up, and I had to cling to every photo that I had of him. So it was a really interesting feeling that I could have been expecting because I didn't want to forget. And even when my mom was first diagnosed, I started writing down, and I actually still do this, things that I want to remember, because fear of forget. So
Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is the whole emotional exhaustion from constantly processing pain does seem to leave a little less space for lighter or easier emotions like joy to come in. But sometimes even I think society or cultural norms even can make someone feel like they should be grieving for a certain amount of time or should be grieving a certain way, when the truth is there is no time frame and we do all grieve
Mhm.
differently.
Yeah. You talked about that with your dogs. I actually have made collages. I print a bunch of pictures of my animals after they pass, and then I make a collage. And then I also take some of the pictures and I put them in places where they would lay and things like that, and it just makes me feel like, they're there. I don't know, but my one cat who passed away in just a few months ago, um, I have his picture right where he would be every single time I would homeschool my son. So it just makes me feel like he's there. And we got another cat 20 days later, and it was really hard. I didn't want to replace Yoshi, and Axel will never replace Yoshi. In fact, I'll talk to Axel about Yoshi a lot of times. And I just feel like I just need that connection, though. I need to hold an animal. It's just really important to us. But Tina, how you have talked about how you have had to work really hard on your relationship with God. And I have too at times, and finding that relationship with Him again. And I understand that so much because joy, and I feel that I've had the joy knocked out of me at times, that joy is related to God. And when you think of Him, you think of how could that have happened?